Come closer, my child, and look at these two humble eggs resting on my wooden counter. If you take a stroll down the aisles of a modern supermarket, big food companies will try to sell you boxed pancake mixes filled with chemical leaveners, dry milk powder, and artificial syrups that leave your pancakes flat, heavy, and rubbery as a shoe sole. But in the stone hills of Tuscany, an Italian nonna never needed a cardboard box to make magic. Today, I am going to teach you how to take just 2 simple eggs from the barn and turn them into towering, ultra-fluffy Italian soufflé pancakes that rise 3 inches high in your skillet, tremble like delicate golden clouds, and melt on your tongue like sweet morning air. And as we make this glorious breakfast together, I am going to hand you 35 lost farmhouse skillet and egg tricks my family kept alive for over 100 years. I will reveal the 10-minute freezer secret at number 8 that makes egg whites trap 3 times more air, the thermal steam trap at number 2 that guarantees your pancakes never deflate when they leave the pan, and the sacred morning rule at number 1 that brought our family together through every hard winter. So tie on your apron, grab your wooden spoon, and let us begin our countdown of 35 Italian Nonna secrets. Number 35, never crack cold eggs straight into your mixing bowl. When you crack an egg cold from the icebox, the egg yolk and white are stiff and resist separation. If a single microscopic drop of fatty yolk tears into your whites, your meringue will never whip into towering peaks. So here's what you do. Take your 2 eggs out 20 minutes early. Crack them gently on a flat wooden surface, never on a sharp bowl rim, and separate the yolks into one glazed ceramic bowl and the whites into a clean glass bowl, while the shells are still cool to the touch. Number 34, always use 2 distinct bowls of different materials. Modern cooks mix everything in lightweight plastic bowls that hold on to microscopic films of fat even after washing with hot soap. In our village, Nonna's kept one heavy glass or copper bowl dedicated solely to egg whites. Fat is the mortal enemy of airy foam. A spotless glass bowl ensures your whites grip the sides and climb to the sky. Number 33, the whole milk splash for yolk silkiness. Do not leave your 2 egg yolks dry in the bowl while you prepare the batter. Yolks quickly form a leathery skin when exposed to room air. Add 2 generous tablespoons of fresh, whole farmhouse milk directly to the yolks. The natural fats in the milk coat the yolk proteins, creating a rich, creamy golden base that keeps the interior of your pancake custardy and moist. Number 32, infuse with freshly grated lemon zest instead of artificial extracts. While modern cooks pour synthetic chemical vanilla out of a plastic bottle, a Tuscan nonna reaches for a fresh winter lemon. Take a fine grater and zest just the yellow perfume of the peel directly into the yolk-milk mixture. The natural citrus oils awaken the rich flavor of the farm eggs and give your kitchen the scent of a sun-drenched Italian orchard. Number 31, sift your flour 3 times to introduce invisible air pockets. When flour sits in a bag, the fine grains pack down tightly into dense clumps. If you dump heavy flour into beaten yolks, it forms gluten webs that make pancakes tough and chewy. Take 2 level tablespoons of unbleached pastry flour. Pass it through a fine brass sieve once, twice, and a 3rd time directly over the yolk mixture. Number 30. Stir the yolk batter in gentle figure eights, never violent circles. When mixing flour into egg yolks, rapid whisking activates the gluten proteins in the wheat. making the batter elastic like pizza dough. We want tender, delicate crumb. Take a wooden fork or small silicone spatula and draw gentle figure-8 motions through the bowl until the flour absorbs into a smooth, thick, golden cream. Set this bowl aside to rest while we perform the magic of the whites. Number 29. The pinch of coarse sea salt before whipping. Never start beating egg whites while they are completely unsalted. A tiny pinch of dry sea salt added to raw egg whites loosens the dense protein bonds just enough to allow air bubbles to penetrate deeply during the first 30 seconds of whisking, creating a more uniform and velvety cell structure. Number 28. The cream of tartar or lemon drop stabilizer. If you whip egg whites with pure sugar alone, the delicate bubble walls can easily tear and leak moisture when heated. A Nonna always squeezes 3 tiny drops of fresh lemon juice into the foaming whites. The gentle natural acid strengthens the protein matrix, allowing your meringue to hold giant volumes of trapped steam without collapsing. Number 27. The 3-stage sugar shower. Dumping all your granulated sugar into the egg whites at once weighs down the liquid and smothers the developing foam. You must introduce 1 tablespoon of fine sugar in 3 slow, deliberate stages. 1/3 when the whites look like frothy sea foam, 1/3 when soft white waves appear, and the final third as the meringue turns glossy. Number 26. Stop whipping the exact second stiff, glossy peaks form. The greatest mistake modern bakers make is over-whipping their meringue until it looks dry, clumpy, and matte-like shaving cream. When egg whites are overbeaten, the protein fibers snap and lose their elasticity. You want your meringue to look like glistening white silk. When you lift your whisk, the tip should stand straight up with just a delicate, proud curl at the very point. Number 25. The sacrosanct 1/3 sacrificial fold. Never dump all your whipped meringue into the heavy yolk bowl at once. The weight of the flour paste will crush the delicate air bubbles instantly. Take exactly 1/3 of your glossy white meringue. Drop it into the yolk mixture and stir it smoothly. This sacrifices a small amount of foam to lighten the density of the yolks, so they match the lightness of the remaining meringue. Number 24. The sweeping under and over folding ritual. Now pour that lightened yolk cream into the bowl containing the remaining 2/3 of your whipped whites. Put away whisks and electric beaters forever. Take a broad, flexible rubber spatula, cut down through the very center of the bowl, sweep along the curved bottom, and fold the batter gently over itself while rotating the bowl with your other hand. Do this only 10 to 12 times until no streaks of yellow remain. Every extra fold destroys thousands of tiny air pockets. Number 23. The pastry bag tower technique. Spooning wet batter flat onto a pan creates wide, thin discs that cook too fast. To achieve towering height, transfer your airy batter into a clean cloth piping bag or a simple parchment paper cone with the tip snipped. This allows you to build vertical columns of batter that stack upward like soft clouds instead of spreading sideways across the iron. Number 22. Pre-seasoning the cast iron with a whisper of beeswax or lard. Non-stick Teflon pans give off chemical odors and distribute heat unevenly, causing pancakes to scorch in spots. A seasoned cast iron skillet or heavy carbon steel pan provides steady, radiant heat that cooks the batter gently from bottom to top. Wipe the dark iron with a clean cotton rag dipped in a drop of clarified butter or rendered lard until it gleams with a microscopic sheen. Never leave puddles of liquid oil. Number 21. The lowest flame on your stove hearth. If you cook soufflé pancakes over medium heat, the bottom crust will burn black before the steam inside has a chance to set the raw meringue center, causing the pancake to implode into a flat puddle the moment it hits the plate. Turn your smallest burner to the lowest possible setting. The flame should look like a row of tiny blue candle wicks. Number 20. The two-tier stacking method. When piping your batter into the warm skillet, do not pipe the entire pancake at once. Squeeze out 2 tall, round mounds of batter about 2 inches wide. Let them sit on the warm iron for exactly 1 minute so the bottom sets. Then pipe a second generous scoop of fresh batter directly on top of each mound. This double-layer build creates a tall, majestic pillar of fluff. Number 19. The 2-teaspoon steam perimeter. Soufflé pancakes require moist convection heat to rise, not dry baking heat. Take a small spoon and drizzle 2 teaspoons of clean warm water around the empty outer perimeter of your skillet, making sure the water does not touch the base of the batter. The scorching iron instantly transforms those water droplets into a cloud of pure white steam. Number 18. The heavy domed lid lock. The moment that steam rises, cover your skillet immediately with a heavy, tight-fitting domed lid. The domed shape catches the rising steam and circulates it downward across the tops of the batter towers, gently cooking the raw meringue from above, while the cast iron toasts the bottom into a thin, golden crust. Number 17. The 8-minute sacred waiting rule. Do not touch the pan. Do not slide the skillet back and forth. And above all else, do not lift the lid to peak. Every time you lift the lid, you dump all the pressurized steam into your kitchen, dropping the internal pan temperature by 50 degrees and causing the delicate rising bubbles to shrink. Let the steam do its work undisturbed for 8 full minutes. Number 16. The gentle spatula glide test. When the 8 minutes are up, lift the lid straight upward, so condensed water droplets on the inside of the lid do not drip onto the surface of your pancakes. The tops of the pancakes should look matte and dry to the touch, and when you gently nudge the side with a thin offset spatula, the pancake should slide across the seasoned iron effortlessly without sticking or tearing. Number 15. The double-spatula rolling flip. Never flip a towering soufflé pancake by tossing it aggressively into the air like a flat diner flapjack. The impact will knock all the trapped air out of the soft crumb. Slide your thin spatula completely underneath the golden base. Support the delicate top with a second wooden spatula or clean fingertips, and gently roll the pancake over onto its uncooked top as softly as placing a sleeping infant into a cradle. Number 14. The second steam injection. The moment the pancakes are flipped, add 1 more teaspoon of warm water to the corner of the pan and lock the heavy lid back in place immediately. The second burst of steam cooks the second side and sets the fluffy interior crumb, giving you an even golden color on both faces. Number 13, the 4-minute finish timer. Keep the flame low and let the second side cook covered for 4 to 5 minutes. During this final stage, the trapped air pockets inside expand to their maximum volume, and the egg proteins solidify permanently, locking that 3-inch height into place so the pancake stays tall and proud. Number 12. Pre-warming your ceramic serving plates. If you slide a piping hot steam-filled soufflé pancake onto a cold stone or ceramic plate, the thermal shock instantly condenses the interior moisture, turning the fluffy bottom into a soggy, deflated sponge. Keep your ceramic plates warming on the back of your stove or on a wooden board so the pancake rests on a surface of identical temperature. Number 11. Banish synthetic corn syrup from your table forever. Industrial pancake syrups are nothing more than dyed liquid sugar and artificial chemical flavorings that coat your tongue in grease. A traditional Italian nonna serves her soufflé pancakes with pure mountain acacia honey, warm dark chestnut honey, or a dusting of powdered sugar kissed with fresh lemon juice. Number 10. The fresh sweet butter crown. The moment the hot pancakes land on your warm plate, place 1 small cube of cold, unsalted sweet cream Farmhouse butter directly on top of the golden dome. The residual heat will slowly melt the butter, sending glossy golden ribbons cascading down the pillowy sides of the pancake into the plate below. Number 9. The warm berry compote reduction. If you want fruit with your morning pancakes, never dump cold raw berries from the refrigerator over hot food. In a small copper saucepan, simmer a handful of wild blackberries or raspberries with 1 teaspoon of honey and a strip of orange peel for 3 minutes until the juices turn into a warm, glossy, ruby red nectar to spoon over the trembling pancake clouds. Number 8. The 10-minute freezer secret for unbreakable meringue. Here is the golden egg white secret I promised you at the start of our journey. Before you whip your egg whites, place the clean glass bowl containing the whites into your freezer for exactly 10 to 12 minutes. You do not want them to freeze solid. You want the very edges of the liquid to turn frosty and ice cold. Cold egg white albumen has a much tighter molecular viscosity, allowing it to trap millions of microscopic air bubbles that will never weep or separate during cooking. Number 7, the wooden cutting board pancake rest. If you are cooking multiple batches for a hungry family, never stack hot soufflé pancakes on top of each other. The weight of the top pancake will crush the delicate air webs of the one beneath it. Lay them side by side on a large wooden cutting board covered with a dry linen towel. The breathable wood absorbs excess steam while keeping the crust crisp. Number 6, the coarse sea salt finish. Right before serving, take 3 individual crystals of flaky sea salt and crush them between your fingertips over the honey-drizzled pancake. That tiny burst of salt cuts through the richness of the egg yolks and sweetness of the honey, elevating the flavor from simple breakfast into an unforgettable artisanal dessert. Number 5, the leftover yolk and honey custard trick. If you ever find yourself with extra egg yolks after baking, never throw them away. Whisk the raw yolks with 1 spoonful of raw honey and a splash of warm espresso in a ceramic cup for 2 minutes until it froths into an authentic Tuscan Zabaglione morning pick-me-up to sip alongside your pancakes. Number 4, cleaning the skillet with coarse salt, never dish soap. When your pancake feast is finished, never plunge your hot cast iron pan into soapy water. Dish soap strips away the precious seasoning that makes eggs glide like ice. Pour 2 tablespoons of dry coarse salt into the warm pan. Scrub it with a dry cotton towel. Wipe it clean and rub a single drop of olive oil into the iron to preserve it for tomorrow's breakfast. Number 3, the fork test of true cloud fluffiness. When you bring your fork to the edge of the pancake, you should not need a knife to cut it. The fork should sink effortlessly through the golden crust with a soft sigh of escaping steam, revealing an interior that looks like an airy honeycomb of golden sunshine that wobbles when you move the plate. Number 2, the thermal steam trap and the cold air barrier. Here is the master secret that keeps your pancakes standing 3 inches tall on the table instead of collapsing into a pancake crepe. When your pancakes finish cooking, turn off the flame and leave the lid closed on the pan for 30 seconds. This allows the internal steam pressure to equalize gradually with the pan atmosphere before encountering the cooler air of your dining room, preventing the violent temperature drop that causes soufflés to fall. Number 1, the sacred table of the Nonna. In our Tuscan village, we had a saying, "The pancake does not wait for the family. The family waits for the pancake." These delicate golden clouds are a gift of patience, love, and living food. When you bring this warm skillet to the wooden table, turn off the screens, gather your loved ones close, and share the sweetness of a meal made with your own 2 hands. Because the greatest ingredient in any kitchen is never bought in a store. It is the love you pour into the people sitting around your hearth. Take care of your skillet, honor the humble egg, and may your home always be filled with warmth, good food, and the laughter of family. Until next time, this is Nonna Rosa. Feed your loved ones well, and buon appetito.